Here we're going to convert decimals into fractions, and we'll get into the repeating decimals. First one should be pretty easy. It's 4/10. You read it, write it as you read it. So 4/10 is written as 4/10. And you always reduce it. So 2/5, that's a common fraction. Common fraction is a number, an integer over an integer. So like a whole number over a whole number, basically. And the next one, 12/100ths. I would read it as 12/100ths, so write 12/100ths. Divide by 4. Well, you can divide by 2 if you want. 6 out of 50. They're still both even, so divide by 2 again. See if you can divide by 3, and you can't. So 3/25ths is that answer. Now the repeating decimals are kind of fun. If there's one number repeating, if the whole thing is repeating, it's just 4/9. If it was 0.7 repeating, it would be 7/9. So everything follows that same pattern. Just like if it's 0.3 repeating, we know that's 1/3, but you start as 3/9, and then you reduce that to 1/3. So that's where that comes from. There's more than one thing repeating, just like you might think. It's 12/99, and reduce that. So divide by 3, divide by 3, oops. Okay. And if there's more, 0.111, all three repeating, let's say 111/999. That is divisible by 3. If you add up 1 plus 1 plus 1, that's 3. So, and 3 is divisible by 3. So I say, so 3 goes in 11 3 times. And 7. And 3 goes into 9 3 times. So 3, 3, 3. And let's hope that's reduced far enough. You can check and see if 37 goes into 333. Let's see. Now, what if not all the numbers repeat? The old-fashioned way that I learned back in the day is we would write x is what I see, so 0.123. Then I'm going to let you pick which way you want to do it. If there's one number repeating, then I'm going to multiply by 10. If 2 numbers repeat, I'd multiply by 100. If 3 numbers repeat, I'd multiply by 1,000. And you continue. Well, 10x then is moving the decimal ones to the right. And then if I'm going to line these up, 0.1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So 3 repeating. And we can subtract equations here, and we get 9x. And then this cancels. Oops, that cancels. And if we go, oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't quite cancel there. If I put 0.123 repeating, this is 1.233 repeating. That part's going to cancel there. So 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. So we have that. Divided by 9. There's our decimal. But again, we need to move this twice over. So we have 111/900. Just like we did a second ago, I know that 111 is divisible by 3. What did I say, 37 probably? And then 300. And I'm hoping that that's done. Now that's the old way we did it. And you can do it that way if you like that way. I think there's a faster way to do this. If I write, treat that number as a whole number. 1, 2, 3. Subtract off the part that doesn't repeat. So 111. There's our 111. And then put it over the number of nines that equals the number of numbers that repeat. So one number repeats, so there's 1 9. 2 numbers don't repeat, so there's 2 zeros. And now I'm going to give credit to, I think her name was Brittany Chiappetti, who back when I was math accounts coach at Mapledale Middle School, she came up with this method. It wasn't my idea. She came up with this, and I think it's pretty cool. So we get 37/300, I think. All right, let's try that same method for the next one. So I'm going to go 745. Subtract off the number that doesn't repeat. So subtract off 7. So we're going to get 738. That's my numerator. And then 2 numbers repeat, so 2 9s. 1 number doesn't repeat, so 1 0. So there's my fraction, and I just have to reduce it. Might as well do it. Divide by 2. What is that? 369, 495. Divided by 3. So 1, 2, 3, that's pretty easy. Divide this by 3. So 165, hope I'm right. And is that done? 7, 12, nope, divide by 3 again. 41, divide by 3, 55. That should be done. 5, 10, yep. So that's a pretty quick way to do it. I'll show you the old-fashioned way one more time, just so you can see it one more time, but I would probably recommend doing it this way. This is a pretty quick way to do it. Our old-fashioned way, x is 0.745, repeating, so maybe write a couple of them out there. And then 2 numbers repeat, so I'm going to write 100x. If I move decimal 2 places to the right, I get 74.545. And then repeats 4545. So when I subtract these, the whole point is to line up those decimals and see what subtracts off or what cancels off. Okay, so here I got 99x equals 73.8 divided by 99. And I guess here I'd move the decimal once to the right, so I get 738 over 990. And then we'll reduce that to the same thing that we did before. I'm not going to go through all that work. If I remember correctly, that was the answer. Again, I like the other way better. Figure out the shortcut method and learn that. It goes pretty quick. That's about it.